Hey guys, it is me, Simone. In this video, I'm going to talk about my inventory process for my dies, giving you updates of what I'm doing to make them efficient and make my system way more useful. So let's get started. I've already showed you how I'm organizing my dies and what I've done so far with them and the method that I'm using. But now I'm going to go into more details about what I'm doing to help me find the dies. I showed you how I am organizing them and know what I have. And now I'm going to move over into how I'm going to find them. So basically what I've done with all my dies is I've given them a number and a letter. You see that? Let me zoom in just a little bit. Sorry about the noise and the shaking. So all my dies have a number and a letter. And this helps me know what section they belong to and then of course where they are in order. And the reason I did this with a number and a section and this way and not like the other way, like the way I'm doing my stamps, which if you went to my video I'll briefly go over it. The way I'm organizing my stamps is they are given a number corresponding to the bin they're in, and then a letter corresponding with the bin they're in, and then a number, you know, to see how many dies I have in that bin. I mean how many stamps I have in that bin. The reason I didn't do it with this is because within those bins they are organized basically by what they are, and these are organized in sections of what they kind of are similar to, and the sections are really small. Dies, especially these dies, are really flat and thin, and so they don't take up as much space. So I have way more dies in my little bin over here than I do have in my baskets full of stamps. So to have them all in individual bins and bags and baskets would just be too much. So I had to divide them within this basket over here so I know. And I clumped them together to reduce me having to look through all of my dies to find, oh, which one do I need? Oh, I need this flower die, so I have to look through all these to find a flower die. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I want to make it easier, but I wasn't reaching for my binder because it only told me one part of the story. I've been reaching for my stamp binder a lot because it tells me both sides of the story. It tells me what do I have and where it is. And so I really need to know where these items were in the bin, because even though I did break the sections down and they correspond in the same sections in my binder, I still had to look through this many dies. Hold on, go up a little bit so you can see this many dies to find, you know, a circle die with the hearts in it, or to find my tag dies or whatever. They weren't together, so it was really hard to, like, okay, go through all these, and it's just more time consuming than it needs to be than for me to thumb through. Okay, it's, you know, D11. Oh, there's D11, and I can easily see the number. It takes 2 seconds. It's not me flipping through each and every pocket. And my pockets, the way I have mine organized is that, I just realized it's on the wrong side. The way I have my pockets organized is that there are 2 dies in each pocket. I will link together in this video. I'm gonna have to reprint that because it's not wanting to stick anymore because I peeled it up. I will link in this video the videos on how I'm organizing my dies and then how I store my dies. So those will be linked below. The video is kind of old for how I store my dies, but it's still the same process. I haven't changed anything yet. So to keep these all organized, what I have done is I give them all a corresponding letter that matches the kind of die they are, and then a number to tell me basically, you know, where it's at. Sorry about that. The reason I did this is because I don't buy dies, you know, within a theme. You know, I buy random dies when I want them. So if I buy more basic, you know, nesting shape dies, if I did the system that's in my stamp system, I would have nesting basic dies in the back of my binder all the way here, you see, when the section for them is up in the front, because they're one of my most used dies, because it would go in order. And I really didn't want it like that. So what I have done, and since they're all in sections, is cap them off with a letter that goes with a section. So when I buy sporadic dies, I might buy some more heart dies, or buy some more flower dies, or leaves, or certain elements and character dies. Whatever I buy, I can just put them in their section, and it's not going to impede with my inventory system or make it more confusing. So if I buy more basic dies, all I have to do is go to the back of this little bin, find the last number I use, which is 20, and then label my new one D21, basic die 21, and such up and such forth. So they're all in order, and there's not some random die up here with the basic shape dies. You can do that, it's up to you. I didn't want to, not with this. I felt it'd be way more confusing, and since they're already in sections in here, I didn't want to go through that. You can, it doesn't matter if you don't have your section off, you can just put them in and just give them all numbers, and then inventory them in your book in sections, and then just have them numbered so you know where it is. So in your binder, you'll have them all your dies together in basic shapes, and Christmas dies, and flower dies, and letter dies, and whatever else you do. And then when you look for them, you'll know, okay, they're in this bag and this pocket, and the numbers don't have to go in order. It's up to you. So the letterings that I have for my stuff, I have D for basic dies, I have FD for flower dies, BD for background dies, and A and D for alpha numbers and alpha and number dies. I have TD for tag dies, OD for others, and then CD for Christmas. And that's all the sections I have. So when I do this, when I'm done doing the section, I go through my binder and then just find the images and give them the corresponding numbers. I print mine 2 times because there are 2 sets of dies in here, or even up to 4, it just depends. So I know where they're going to be at, and I can find them easily with no problems. That's what I do. But as I said, it's up to you guys. Find out what you want to do and what you like. This just makes it easier to add dies in their sections and keep them all together. That's what I'm doing. So that sums up those things. What I did to label mine is I used this. I use a P-Touch. This is a Brother P-Touch. This is a P-Touch 210, I think is what it is. Yes. And I bought this during Thanksgiving season. It was $9 on Amazon. This thing normally goes for like $32. And then I bought the cord to it, and then of course more tape, because it only comes with a little sample. Love this so far. Amazing, so helpful, great. And I just use whatever font for the for my labels. I use a really nice bold thick font, and for my binder I use a thin skinny font. No, wait, sorry, wrong way. For these I use a tall bold-ish font. It's kind of bold, but not that bold. And for inside of here I use a small bold font, so it's easier for me to see, but it doesn't take up much room. I couldn't think of what else. I think that's pretty much everything here that I did. So this kind of goes over my system. So they're all in this bin. I'm going to have to separate these soon, and they will be in separate bins because I'm running out of room in this one. It's getting really tight. I mean, just taking out those, how many dies I've taken out of here? There's like, oh gosh, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 dies are not in the pouch anymore. I have way more room. I can actually like flip through this a little easier. It's not as tight, but I put all those back in here, it's gonna get tight again. So I'm gonna take some out. And what you can do if you do want to do this method, and they're going to be in separate bins, is you can write in your binder, maybe in the tabs that divide the sections if you want to, what bin it's in. It's up to you. but they go in the same order that they are in my binder. So my basic dies are first, then my flower dies, then my alphas, then my tags, then my others, then my Christmas. And so even if they're in separate binders, they're all going to go in that same order. So I'll know, okay, I'm looking for these sections and whatever. And of course, your labels, you can make sure your labels, you do your little dividers that block off your sections. I'm going to make these again and make them a lot taller, but depending on how you organize, you can keep them kind of tall so you can see from just like front glance what dies are in there. And then if you have them in a specific order like I do, you'll know, okay, if I see the tag for flower dies, that's going to have the bin where my alpha dies are going to be. Or if I see the tag for alpha dies, I know that my tag dies will be behind those, and etc, etc. It's just up to you. It's up to you guys. I think I jabbered on enough. I don't know if I made any sense. I'm sorry if I didn't. I haven't made a video in a long time, and I feel like I can't even talk anymore. I gotta relearn how I do my YouTube talk. Alright, I think that's it, guys. I will talk to you later, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I keep saying guys over and over again. And you got some nice information. Of course, I'll leave my links to how I store my dies, the first video, and how I'm organizing my dies. Some of my supplies will be linked, like the pockets I use to organize my dies and stuff like that, and the P-Touch will be linked below, and some magnets and stuff for you guys. Much love, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Get crafty.